Hey guys, how you doing? It's Phineas. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a good summer. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a while. Kids off for summer holiday. I've been to Biarritz camping for a few weeks, which was good. Apart from a cockerel waking me up at 5:30 every morning. But other than that, it was good. Lots of surfing, lots of lovely French cuisine, which is awesome. So that's why I haven't posted for a while. But guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because I'm learning so much cool stuff at the moment, which I'm going to be posting. Lots of new little funky protocols that I'm doing for grounding and polarity. And I want to do a follow-up video on the tapping as well, which has just been incredible for me. So that's all to come. But today I want to talk to you about something I did last week. So there's a chap called Venant Wong, and he runs a class called Kundalini activation process. Venant is from Australia, I believe, and I don't really know a lot about Venant actually. So if anyone's watching that knows a lot about him, apologies for my lack of knowledge, but I really wanted to post a video about my experience. So yeah, Venant's Australian, and you can find him online on YouTube. My understanding is the Venant is full of Kundalini energy, and he transmits that energy to his facilitators and practitioners, and they then work on you in a class. Now, I only did this because my business partner's wife is a facilitator, Philippa, and I really wanted to go. She was excited about doing it, and she was telling me some awesome stuff about it, and so I decided to go. Now, I was quite nervous about going. This is part of the review for it, because I've done a lot of reading, and the word Kundalini doesn't sit very well with me. I know people have had Kundalini awakenings and they have struggled. And many of the books that I read about Taoist masters trying to avoid them when they're circulating energy to bring it down from the head because they don't want a Kundalini awakening. So my understanding of Kundalini was the kind of root chakra opening and that snake going up the spine through the top of the head. Now, if you're new to energy work or anything like that, don't let that freak you out. We all have energy points and chakras, and Kundalini is just an example of how the universe decides to do something on you, and then all of a sudden something funky starts happening. Now, this can be quite an aggressive process for some people, so I was nervous about going to something called Kundalini activation process, obviously. And so I asked Philippa about this, and she said, no. What we're doing is different. I was like, okay. She said that what we are doing is working with that spiritual energy, so it removes blockages around your body. Now, blockages in your energy system can cause symptoms, whether it's here or here or here or here or here. Your main energy point and chakras, and also your other meridians around your body, if they have blockages, you're going to get symptoms. Look it up online, look on the internet. If you've got digestion problems, you've probably got a solar plexus issue with your third chakra. If you've got sexual problems, either underactive or overactive, it's probably your sacral chakra. Or if you feel disempowered in life, it's probably your sacral chakra. If you have grounding problems, it's probably your root chakra. If you have problems speaking out about yourself, it's probably throat chakra. If you have problem loving yourself or other people, then it's probably heart chakra. So look it up, guys. It's very, very real. So Venant and his facilitators are trying to infuse you with spiritual energy, which is not so much activating that snake-like beast on the bottom of your spine that people have trouble with. It isn't. My understanding is that it's beautiful spiritual energy being transmitted to you from experienced people. So I went there and gave it a go. I was quite sceptical when I was watching their demonstration. I thought to myself, okay, there was kind of guys wriggling about and on the floor when people were kind of doing like a Reiki type movement on them or holding energy points like here. I was kind of watching this going, yeah, okay. But my advice would be to leave the crap that you've learned at the door and just go with it. So I shut my eyes for an hour and the music started, and I had various people coming to me over the hour and touching me here, just on the main energy points. And for the first few minutes, not a lot happened really. Kind of lying there, it was very pleasant, listening to a kind of shamanic drumming on the speaker which was next to me. But then all of a sudden, one of the facilitators touched me and I felt an incredible warmth come through my heart and go down my body. And that's when it began for me. I started to, I was wriggling about, doing all sorts of strange movements. I can't really remember what I was doing, to be honest, in its entirety, but I know I was kind of like wriggling about, and all of a sudden emotions started coming up. I was laughing, but then I got a bit upset, I think. But then I could just feel a presence really from everything around me. What I noticed was that my mind kept kicking in saying, this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real. And every time I listened to my mind, my body just stopped doing what it was doing. But every time I decided to surrender, my body started jerking about again. So after an hour, music stopped, I kind of opened my eyes, and I was like, wow, that was interesting. But it definitely worked. So then I left the class, met some lovely people there, by the way. The class attracts some really, really lovely people, and the facilitators are really nice as well. And Venant seems like a really nice guy. It's you're in safe hands with me. You really feel that. But I left the class, and this was 1 week ago. And you know what? I was nervous about going to the class, but I'm so pleased that I went, because I honestly feel like something has been released. Something in my solar plexus chakra which struggles, actually. I feel I'm not reacting to people so much in my mind. I'm really accepting of other people, actually, much more than I was. I seem to be more relaxed about outlook and life, and just seem... It's a very subtle change, but it's very real. And it's great. And in fact, the facilitators at the start, people are asking me, what's changed for you? And they say, oh, I feel like more myself, actually, after I did my first CAP, my Kundalini activation process. And that is completely it. I feel a bit closer to my true self. That's what they're doing. They're infusing you with that spiritual energy, so it undoes those blockages, works through the blockages. So you feel more at peace, more as you, less reactive. And every time you react to people, you give energy away. So I guess I've had more energy since the class as well. I definitely found myself kind of twitching a bit the next couple of days after the class when I was doing meditation. But yeah, that's what they're doing. They're just, and if you have health problems or energy problems or mental problems, you know, anxiety or depression, that sort of thing, these guys can maybe help with that, because they're just blockages, what you're experiencing. Of course, it isn't everything. You need to look after yourself as well, with health and food and diet and rest and lifestyle and meditation, which is what we do, by the way, at New Energy 21. We do hair analysis reports, and we give people deep healing protocols that involve things like coffee enemas and saunas and the right supplements for you and the right diet for you, which is awesome. New website coming out next week, by the way. Check it out. I'll let you know. But really, this is the Venant Wong class. The Kundalini activation process is really, really a fantastic add-on to anything that you're doing. If you're interested in spirituality or energy work and that sort of thing, it costs £40 to go. Which is actually a bargain considering what I've paid other practitioners to do things that didn't work. So yeah, my understanding is they've got a class in London going forward. There's actually one on the 22nd of September in Old Street, I believe. I'm going to try and hunt down the link for it and put it in my video below. But I'd highly recommend getting along if you can. And these classes are all over Europe, and I think they're in the US as well, by the way. So my advice would be to ignore the word Kundalini if you know about Kundalini, because it isn't activating that root dangerous thing. It's actually just infusing you with Kundalini energy, which is just, I understand, is working down the blockages in your body, which is great. Awesome. 10 out of 10 Venant Wong and Kundalini activation process. So as I say, guys, put the link below once I've tracked it down, and if you're in London or the UK or Europe, then get to your next class, because it really was good. Okay, 10 minutes is up. That's my first hold, so love you all. Sending you lots of love and light, hitting you about now. So I'll see you soon. Have a great day, and take it easy.